What's going on, guys? Today's Friday. It's pretty sweet. End of the week already because we had Memorial Day weekend. So it's a 4-day weekend for me, so I only have a 4-day work week. It's pretty nice. And I was spending the last 3 days, if I didn't tell you from yesterday's blog video, I spent the last 3 days researching how to build arcade cabinets. Big ones, small ones. I learned that there's, the big ones that are the normal size. You can get a 2 and 4 player cabinet, 1 player cabinet. You can get different sizes of those. You can also make bar top cabinets, which are small. They fit on a counter or a bar top traditionally. You can also get, what do they call it? It's like a table one. Which is pretty cool too, because it's like, if you build something like that, it's not like in the way, because it's kind of a table at the same time. So this is kind of cool. But I was talking on yesterday about, I wanted to build a 4-player cabinet, and I ruled out against it right now. We don't have our own place. There's no big game room here that I can throw it in. I have the small room upstairs, which I have all my computer parts thrown everywhere in there. It's pretty ridiculous. I actually have to clean it. So basically what it boils down to is, since I don't have any space, I figured I would start out small. I'm going to build a bar top cab. And it's going to be a 2-player cabinet, 6 buttons, a player that actually will play the games with, a start button and a coin button for each player. And it's going to, it's pretty much going to be it, like a bar top cabinet. The software, the best thing about it is, I want to build a 4-player cabinet still. The software components for the 2 and 4-player cab are going to be virtually identical. So the nice thing is, after I get the software all, perfect, and I'm telling you, I'm going to make it perfect. Videos for each game on there is going to be playable. I want it to be a professional software solution. Like if like anybody comes over and sits down that thing, I don't want them to see the little glitches, like this game does not have art for it, or this game doesn't work properly, or whatever, the little MAME, what people are calling like the nag screen at the beginning of the MAME games. I don't want them to go through that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit down, this weekend, I'm going to do everything I can to get the software right. And when I build this 2-player cab, or the 4-player cab, all I have to do is copy the hard drive over, throw in new computer components in the 4-player cab, put the already built hard drive in there, and then I'm good to go. Like, that's really awesome. That's a huge time saver right there. Building the cabinet takes time, but the software is honestly going to take more time than the cabinet. Because I'm so picky. It might not be the case if I wasn't like a perfectionist, but I want to go through all the games, find out what ones work and what ones don't, and edit my XML file to take out all the bad games and stuff like that. So it's going to take some time. Now let me go back to the 2-player cabinet. My building process right now, from start to finish, I could do it one of 2 ways. I could buy my own pieces of, I forget what they called it, medium compressed board. I could buy pieces of board, measure, cut, design. I can do all that. Or to actually build the cabinet. Or I could just buy a pre-built kit. They actually have some pretty cool pre-built kits online, and there's one specifically that almost like perfectly, it was perfect pretty much. So I'm considering buying that. It's going to cost a few $100 plus shipping. The shipping is going to be from like the UK, so it's going to be ridiculous. So like consider it $300, $400. So say it's like $400. Is it cheaper to go out and buy my own stuff? I'd say probably. I could go out, buy the wood, but I'll also have to buy the tools. That's the kicker. I could buy cheap tools. I don't really care about getting, the nice, perfect tool. I'm not a construction worker. I don't do it every day. I do plan on doing projects every now and then, so I'll probably buy, you know, the cheaper tools, just for the function of the tool. You know, I'll need a circular saw, drill. If I were to do this, I would need to go out and buy all the tools. So that's money. I already have an extension cord. I wouldn't buy the battery ones. I'd save a little bit of money, buy the corded ones, and buy the wood. It's going to take a long time, though, because I want to design it, and then, you know, the pre-built kit comes completely white painted, you know, and the edges are all perfect, you know. If I were to do it, I'd cut it, then I'd have to, you know, do some sanding maybe, and I don't even know. See, I have to do a lot of research because I'm not you know, somebody that does these projects every day. The last time I did anything woodshop-ish was, you know, in high school, and that's like 6 years ago that I was doing that. So now that, you know, I think about it, I'm still kind of juggling. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take a visit to Home Depot this weekend, walk to all the pieces that I need to buy, add it all up, kind of stare, you know, and be like, can I do this myself? Is it going to be that hard? If the prices of materials aren't that bad, if I mess up a few times and I had to buy a few more sheets of board, you know, oh well. Honestly, I mean that I don't want to add cost, but you know, I'm already, you know, if I'm trying to make it right, I want to do it right, and that's if I want to build it myself. I got a few design plans that are pretty nice in my head. I got to put it down on, like, you know, Google SketchUp or something, if I were actually do that. But the pre-built kit, I sent the company an email. They're out of the UK, so I don't know if they're going to send me one back right away. Hopefully they do, because I want to get a quote to how much, you know, everything's going to cost plus shipping. If they'll ship out here, you know, it's Hawaii. So I'm in Hawaii. If I was in the States, I might be able to just, you know, I'd go somewhere and figure it out. But alright, so I think that's going to wrap up today's video about how I transitioned from wanting to build a 4 to build a 2 now, bartop cab, to a 4 later. I also want to either build it myself, or I want to build a pre-built kit, and I got some good ideas for art and stuff too. But we'll talk about that later. I'll do some more research today, and I'll get back with you guys, alright? Alright, see ya.